The Mysterious Old Radio Listening Society podcast.
Welcome to the Mysterious Old Radio Listening Society, a podcast dedicated to suspense, crime, and horror stories from the golden age of radio. I'm Eric.
I'm Tim. And I'm Joshua. This week, we continue our 7-part presentation of Bury Your Dead, Arizona from I Love a Mystery.
Created by legendary radio writer Carlton E. Morse, I Love a Mystery ran on NBC from 1939 to 1944 and was revived on Mutual from 1949 to 1952. It followed Jack Packard, Reggie York, and Doc Long of the A1 Detective Agency as they roamed the world in search of adventure.
Most of the series is lost, but 2 complete serials survive. The Thing That Cries in the Night and the one we're listening to now, Bury Your Dead, Arizona. These recordings come from the Mutual run with scripts recycled from the original series.
And now, settle in for parts 5 and 6 of Bury Your Dead, Arizona from I Love a Mystery, originally broadcast in 1949.
It's late at night, and a chill has set in. You're alone, and the only light you see is coming from the antique radio. Listen to the sounds coming from the speaker. Listen to the music, and listen to the voices.
The Mutual Broadcasting System presents I Love the Mystery. Carlton Morse adventure thriller,
Yeah, it ain't much, but that's where we live.
Well, what's your daughter's name, Jumping Dick?
Laurie.
Laurie, huh? You mean Lorry?
L-O-R-R-Y? Well, that's plain ignorance.
It is, huh?
Laurie. L-A-U-R-A.
That's Laurie, huh?
Well, it ain't Kate.
He's got something there, Doc.
Now, just a minute. I think we're getting too far ahead of the Maestro and Nasha.
Well, what you keep worrying about them for, Jack? They ain't no skin off our nose.
Besides, we've practically arrived. Just the same, it won't hurt to show a little friendliness. I got a feeling our Maestro could be a pretty venomous enemy.
You mean he could bewitch us or something with his mysticism stuff?
Don't talk sense, Doc.
Well, yeah, that does sound kind of silly to me, even at 6 o'clock in the morning. But if his weapon ain't magic, well, what the heck hurt can he do us? He sure can't chase us with a knife. Well, look at him. 300 pounds of pure unrendered whale blubber.
Yeah, fattest man I ever see, or expect to see.
Can't hardly drag 1 foot ahead of the other through this sand.
Can we be of any help, Maestro?
How much more of this torture is there?
Just a few yards more. Can we help?
A curse on this desert sand.
Well, we're in the city limits of Bury Your Dead now, so the going should be easier.
A curse on Bury Your Dead.
Hey, don't say that. Well, the folks in Bury Your Dead is going to feed us and put us up.
Go along with you. Stop annoying me with your silly prattle. Nasha and I will arrive in our own good time.
How you doing, Nasha, honey?
You do not say honey to me.
Why not, Sugar?
You do not say sugar to me either.
Why not?
Because maybe if you do, I speak nice.
Now will you be good? Come on, let him alone.
Yeah, they seem to like their own company better than ours. Well, looky, Jumping Dick. Tell us more about your little old daughter.
Laurie?
Yeah, that little old Laurie female gal.
Well, ain't much to tell, except she's had a heap of book education, and she talks a dad-burned citified and purty. Most folks won't have no truck with her.
You mean your daughter was educated away from Bury Your Dead?
Yeah, I reckon. But again, my will. Why, say, she's so darn stuck up, do you think she'll wear flower sack bloomers like the rest of the women in these parts?
Oh, I say.
No, sir, not Laurie. She's got to have store-bought clothes from top to bottom.
You should be proud of your daughter, Dick.
Well, of course I am. But she's about the most expensive female critter yet. Store-bought clothes underneath where you can't see 'em. Why, with ideas like that, she'll never get a husband. And shoes.
You don't mean she insists on wearing shoes?
Darned if she don't. Shoes and stockings both.
Well, darned if I don't think you've got a pretty desperate case on your hands, Jumping Dick.
Hey, you ain't in the mood to get married, are you?
Oh! Hey, now, wait a minute.
You ain't, huh?
Well, at least not till I've kind of looked her over.
Well, I mean, say, if you look her over and like what you see, you'll take her off my hands.
Look out, Doc.
What you mean, take her off your hands?
Oh, it's got to be legal.
Legal, huh?
Oh, darn right. I want a marriage ceremony which says right in the contract that once I'm shed of Laurie, I'm shed of her for life.
well, Jumping Dick, I don't reckon that I'm particularly interested.
Oh, here, now, don't go and say that. That ain't fair to Laurie.
It ain't?
No, it ain't. How can you tell you don't want a girl before you've even seen her?
Well, of course I can't.
Well, of course you can. Well, now then, how about branching off up to my place,
Not
huh?
a chance, Dick. We want to get to the boarding house and get some breakfast.
Yeah, but you'll only be a minute. Just one quick look, so Texas here can make up his mind.
You mean a young gal is up and around at 6 in the morning?
No, she ain't up, but you could sort of peek in through the window.
Look here.
Oh, that's all right, because there ain't no glass in the window.
Nope, that ain't my way, Dick.
Oh, ain't, huh?
Nope, I like my women on the hoof, especially when I'm trying to judge them for marrying.
Well, I could have her up and dressed.
Dick, what's that building down at the head of the drawer there?
That's Dry Gulch Mary's boarding house. As I was saying, I could have her up out of bed and with her hair combed in no time.
Hey, Maestro!
Stop yelling at me, will you?
That unpainted building at the head of the drawer is the boarding house.
Well, when you get there, tell them to reserve the best room in the place for me.
And how do you like that?
As I was saying, I can get Laurie up and dressed.
Forget your daughter, will you?
But this is the first chance to marry her off.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
What's that?
Now, Doc, you're just kidding us. He doesn't want your daughter.
Well, he just said himself he didn't know until he'd seen her.
Doc, for the love of Mike, will you put Dick out of his misery?
Well, I don't know, Jack. If Laura's as pretty as Jumping Dick says she
You
is.
crazy fool.
That's the way to talk, young fella. Look, you go on over to Dry Gulch Mary's and get your breakfast, and I'll run along home and yank Laurie out and have her over there for you to look at. Huh?
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Texas, you're the same as married right now. I'll be back quick and you can taste snort.
Doc, I'd like to break your neck.
Oh, what the heck? It's all in fun.
Well, you're getting yourself into this. Don't come around asking for help. Come on.
So that's Dry Gulch Mary's boarding house.
It looks more like a cow barn.
5, 6, 7, 8 shacks. Well, it looks like this is all there is to bury you dead. Just them 8 shacks stuck around the slopes of this gulch.
Well, Dick said there were only 19 citizens in the town.
20, until the wolves killed one last night.
Well, that wolf business sounds mighty funny to me.
Yeah, it does, don't it? Man, you sure know you're in the desert. Only 6 o'clock in the morning. Already it's hot enough to fry eggs.
Well, here we are, such as it is.
Bit on the dilapidated side. Look at that porch.
Looks like your foot would go through it if you stepped on it. Do we knock or just walk in?
Well, let's try knocking. Come on up on the porch. Looks deserted to me. No curtains.
Yeah, look inside. No carpet.
Furniture, though. No answer?
Try again.
I hear somebody inside.
Oh, good morning.
Well,
You're Dry Gulch Mary?
that's right.
You have room and board to offer?
I rent rooms with serve grub.
That's fine. How about showing us 3 rooms with baths, if you have them?
I don't.
Well, then 3 connecting rooms.
All my rooms connect.
I say, but they're locked between, of course.
No. What do you want to lock your room for?
Oh, wait a minute. We can settle the details later. Can you show us 3 rooms, then get us some breakfast?
Let me see the color of your money.
That's fair. How much?
$1 a week a piece for the room.
$1 a week?
Well, if you don't like it, find someplace else to sleep.
No, that's quite all right. That's $3. And how about meals?
50 cents a day for each of you. Take it or leave it.
Doggone, did you hear that, Reggie?
50 cents a day for a week is 3.5. Times 3 is 9. 10.5. You'll feed the three of us for a week for 10.5?
Don't try to jaw me down.
No. And here's the 10.5, and here's the extra $3 for our rooms.
Just lousy with money, ain't you?
No, not exactly.
Hey, you ain't the fellow that killed Alky Joe last night, are you?
I say. Done what?
Killed Alky Joe.
Oh, he must be the feller that Dick is telling us about.
We understood he was killed by wolves.
Ha! Human wolves. Say, who's that coming?
Oh, yes. 2 more customers for you.
They gonna stay here?
Yes, if you have accommodations.
Is he that fat? Or does he just look that way?
No, ma'am, he ain't kidding. He's just as fat as he looks.
I wonder how he does it. I wish I could get my hogs that fat.
Madam, your attention, please.
What you puffing about?
The sand is difficult for the maestro.
Now, we'll dispense with unnecessary conversation. Madam, I want the best room in your establishment.
Well, you can't have it.
Madam, I demand the best room in
Now,
your house.
look here, Ugly. Don't you get tough with me.
Huh?
I've got the best room in this house, and I aim to keep it.
Shall I stick a knife in her, maestro?
Stand back.
Hey.
Don't make a move, none of you.
Joe. Jack, did you see that? She throwed a gun on us quicker than a man could have.
Mary, put up that gun.
Tell me how to run my boarding house. Bunch of flea-foot tenderfeet.
You don't need that gun. No one's going to bother you.
Now, you bet you ain't.
Madam, I misjudged you. My deepest apologies. Show us the best room you have available. It will be plenty good.
Well, now, that's more like. Say, what about this girl, Nasha?
Nasha.
Yes, maestro.
Apologize to this good woman.
Madame, I have been impetuous. Please, you will forgive me.
Is she your wife?
No, I will also want a room for Nasha.
That's a Lulu of a name, Nasha.
You mind?
It's all right by me, sister.
Then, quickly, a room, hot water, and then breakfast.
Let's see the color of your money.
Madam, you question our integrity?
I want $1 apiece from you and the girls. Now, that's for the rooms. Meals is 50 cents a piece a day.
That's quite reasonable. In fact, very reasonable.
Then dish out.
At the end of the week.
Money talk.
My dear madam, filthy lucre is the
Maestro,
curse.
allow me.
What's this?
Let me take care of your week's room and board. Here, Mary, I think this is right.
Yes, don't care how you throw money around. Are you sure you didn't murder Alky Joe?
Quite sure.
Well, you folks just wait here now. I got to go see where I'm going to put you all.
A peculiar situation.
Hey, looky, maestro. Ain't you going to thank Jack for paying you a Nash's way?
No thanks is due. The honor of paying my way, as you so crudely put it, is sufficient reward.
You think so, huh?
You are privileged. Few can say they helped the maestro in an emergency.
Well, of all the ornery... Hey, what about you, Nasha? Ain't you grateful?
Why should I be grateful? It is you who should be grateful.
Yeah?
Grateful you have been allowed to live.
Grateful we've been allowed to live?
That is true. Have you forgot the wolves?
Hey, what you talking about?
Wait until tonight when the wolves come. Then you will see.
The further transcribed adventures of Jack, Doc, and Reggie will come to you tomorrow at this same hour. I Love a Mystery, written and directed by Carlton E. Morse, comes to you Monday through Friday, featuring Russell Thorson as Jack, Jim Bowles as Doc Long, and Tony Randall as Reggie York. Frank McCarthy speaking. This program came from New York. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System. The Mutual Broadcasting System presents I Love a Mystery. A new Carlton Morse adventure thriller,
That's you, Doc? Yeah. Man, there ain't a door in this boarding house that don't creak and groan. Make a darn good burglar alarm, Mo.
What are you doing? Come on into my room.
Well, I'm coming. Doggone it, this ain't like living in a barn.
Yeah, it's a bit of a clatter, all right, when you walk about.
Where have you been?
I'm across the hall talking to Nasha and the Maestro. Fit to be tied, the Maestro. He says we had better accommodations in the boxcar.
Did you ever eat such vile food?
Probably the reason we get it for 50 cents a day. Hey, who's that?
It's Dry Gulch Mary. Who'd you think it was?
Well, good evening, Mary.
Is that so? Who said the food I serve up is vile?
I'm afraid I did.
Well, if you don't like it, you can get out.
But how did you know I said it?
I was listening. That's how I know.
Hey, you admit you was listening at the keyhole?
I was. And the next crack about the food I served, you can all get out, the whole kit and caboodle.
We're extremely sorry.
You'd better be.
Oh, just a minute, Mary. Are you always going to be listening at outdoors?
When I'm a mind to.
But isn't that considered bad taste?
I got a right to know what's going on in my boarding house, and I'm standing on my right.
Well, you just go right ahead and eavesdrop. Your heart can...
And mind what you say about my cooking.
We'll be careful.
See that you do.
Well, I know what I'm going to do.
What's that?
Well, I'm going to bed in the dark tonight. With a peeping Tom for a landlady, I ain't going to take no chances.
All right, remember after this. If you've got anything important to say it in a low voice.
Well, I got something important to say.
What's that?
Jack, that there Nasha gal and the Maestro is up to something.
What makes you think so?
I know it. You remember what Nasha said this morning about the wolves descending on Bury Your Dead tonight?
Rubbish.
Well, maybe so, but I'm telling you, something mighty funny is happening across the hall in their room.
Well, what?
Well, for one thing, you know them tights like acrobats wear? Like long underwear on his skin tight?
Yeah?
Well, Nasha's got a pair of them on. Black ones. And, fella, is she a looker in them?
Nasha is wearing a pair of black tights?
I swear to my grandma, she is.
Well, what for? What's the object?
Well, I asked her, and I asked the Maestro.
Yeah?
And every last word that they'd say was, "Tonight the wolf howls."
Tonight the wolf howls?
That's all. And when I come out of their room, you know what was happening? Nasha was a-laying curled up at the Maestro's feet like a dog, and he is a-petting and a-smoothing her hair.
But, Doc, that's just what happened in the boxcar.
You're telling me what made my hair stand up on end, just standing there watching them. Why, they didn't pay no more attention to me than if I wasn't there.
Why'd you leave?
You think I wanted to stand there and see Nasha turned into a wolf right in front of my eyes?
Doc.
Well, dadgummit, that's what happened in the boxcar.
You don't know that it did. You didn't see it happen.
Yes, but, Jack, we saw her eyes, green and yellow. Only an animal's eyes shine like that in the dark.
And nothing but an animal could have made them snarling noises.
So you think the Maestro's in there turning Nasha into an animal? Huh?
Well, doggone it, Jack. I know it don't make sense, just as well as you do. But something's a-happening in there. Something that made me want to get out of there just as fast as I could. Hey.
Oh, you're back again, Mary.
Yes, I'm back.
Well, what is it this time?
Talk louder. I can't hear a word you say.
That's just the point. We don't want you to hear.
And so that's it. You're plotting.
Plotting?
That's what I said. The more I see of you three, the more sure I am that you're the ones that killed Alky Joe last night.
Mary, for the 10th time, we did not kill Alky Joe.
Maybe.
But doggone it, Mary, why pick on us? Everybody else in town swears up and down that Alky Joe was killed by wolves.
Wolves,
Well, I saw his body this afternoon. It certainly didn't look like the work of a man to me.
That'd be a good way to commit a murder, wouldn't it? Make it look like an animal done it.
Well, you're certainly the only one in town who believes that.
That's because I'm smart.
Look, Mary, will you go away and leave us alone?
What's that? You ordering me out of my own boarding house?
We paid for these rooms. For the time being, they're ours.
Well, if you don't like
I
it,
know.
you know what.
If we don't like the way you run this boarding house, get out.
And take it or leave it.
Well, what else can we do for you?
Talk louder.
Man, what a woman.
Say, isn't there some way we could put a lock on our doors?
Well, where would you get a lock? No stores. Besides, as long as she makes a point of letting us know she's listening, what harm can it do?
Well, what about Nasha and the Maestro? Don't you think you ought to go over there and have a look, Jack?
No, let them alone. As long as they stay in their rooms, they can't do any harm.
That's quite. And if they open their door or walk in the hall, we can hear them.
But if they go out, will we follow them? Is that it?
Well, we'll see. By the way, Doc, what happened about that old desert rat jumping Dick?
What you mean, what happened?
Well, this morning he was going up to his house and get his daughter for you to look over.
Oh, yeah.
Well, did you see her? Are you going to marry her?
No, she wouldn't leave the house.
The way Dick talked, I thought he intended to drag her down here by the hair if necessary.
I don't know. He just come back and said if I wanted to look her over before I married her, I'd have to come up to his shack.
Well, didn't you go?
No, I told him I wouldn't walk across the street to look at a female.
Oh.
Said if he wanted me to see her, he'd have to lasso her and bring her down here to the boarding house. Hey, you think the old coot's serious, Jack?
Well, he seemed awfully anxious for you to see her.
Yeah. Well, he come back this afternoon and said he'd catch her when she was asleep and hog-tie her and tote her down here.
Well, I've always heard the desert breeds some weird and wonderful specimens.
We're getting our share this trip. Jumping Dick, Dry Gulch Mary.
I say. Company.
Hey, don't tell me Mary's getting some manners.
Come in.
Oh, I say.
Oh, hello, Nasha.
The maestro wishes to speak with you.
Fine. Tell him to come on in.
No. You must come to him.
Well, to the heck with him.
Very well, and we'll go to him.
Hey, Jack, you gonna let that big tub of goose grease order us around?
You do not say that about the maestro.
Oh, I see you still got them black tights on.
Why not?
And where did you get them?
I always have them with me. They are my dancing tights.
Why are you wearing them tonight?
That is what the maestro wished to talk with you about. Will you come?
All right. Come on, Reg, Doc.
Right in here. The maestro is waiting. Maestro, they are here.
Close the door.
Yes, maestro.
Oh, drat his forsaken hole. Door squeak, shutters rattle, boards creak. Musty, filthy.
Hey, Maestro, you better not let Dry Gulch Mary hear you.
I told that woman I'd turn her into a mangy coyote if she didn't keep away from this room.
You told her that?
I certainly did.
She believed you?
With good reason. I wouldn't hesitate one moment.
Now, look here. You're carrying this mysticism to a point where it's ridiculous. You can't turn anyone into an animal, and you know that just as well as I do.
So, you want to defy me?
I don't know what your game is, but whatever it is, you're overplaying your hand.
You still think I didn't turn Nasha into an animal in the boxcar?
I know you did. Some clever trick, yeah. But Nasha's a woman. She's never been anything else.
With your own ears, you heard a man scream in that boxcar. With your own hands, you felt a knife stuck in his heart there in the dark.
It was a dead man, all right. What's more, I think you killed him.
But when you turned on your flashlight, he was not there.
Another of your tricks.
Mysticism.
I say trick, and I mean trick.
It was a trick, too, when I sent Nasha floating out of the moving boxcar and then made her return.
It was?
So, I have not yet convinced you I am a great mystic, that I have powers beyond the normal.
You have not.
Then I will prove it tonight.
Just as you like.
I will prove it beyond any reasonable doubt.
Is that why you've called us in here?
No. No, I called you here to warn you that you must not leave this boarding house tonight.
You're telling us what to do?
I'm warning you.
Why?
Why am I warning you?
No, that isn't what I mean, but why are you warning us?
Because you gave Nasha and me financial assistance.
Yes, I paid your room and board here.
And that is my way of showing my gratitude.
By warning us not to leave the house tonight?
Yes.
I don't follow you.
Tonight, the wolf pack returns to this village.
That's what Nasha said this morning. How do you know they're coming?
Because I shall bring them.
Just how do you intend to do this?
First, I will put Nasha to sleep. Nasha.
Yes, maestro.
Curl up at my feet.
Yes, Maestro.
Yes. Now, close your eyes. You are thinking only what I am thinking.
Yes. Yes,
You are sleepy.
I am sleepy.
Sleep, Nasha.
Ooh.
Sleep.
She's sure enough asleep, Feller?
Beyond awakening until I give the word.
You think she is, Jack?
Yes, that's simple hypnosis. Well, she's asleep. Now, how are you going to bring the wolves?
I will turn Nasha into a wolf.
You mean that?
I will turn Nasha into a wolf. I will send her out to the pack, and she will bring them here.
Do you mind if I yawn?
I will turn Nasha into a wolf.
Well, don't stand there saying it. Go ahead and do it.
Turn out the lamp.
No. Do it here in the light where we can see it.
Metamorphosis must take place in the dark. Now turn out the light.
Shall I, Jack?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Jack. Here goes the light. There.
Man, is it dark in here.
Well, the light's out. Do something.
Nasha, I am smoothing your hair. It is the hair of a woman, but it is changing. It is changing to the hair of a wolf, the mane of a wolf. You are going to be a wolf. When I say the word, you are going to be a wolf. Nasha, you are a wolf.
Those eyes. They're shining in the dark.
Go, Nasha. Go join the pack.
Jack, she went right out through the window.
The wolf pack will visit bury your dead tonight.
The further transcribed adventures of Jack, Doc, and Reggie will come to you tomorrow at this same hour. I Love a Mystery, written and directed by Carlton E. Morse, comes to you Monday through Friday, featuring Russell Thorson as Jack, Jim Bowles as Doc Long, and Tony Randall as Reggie York. Frank McCarthy speaking. This program came from New York. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
That was parts 5 and 6 of Bury Your Dead, Arizona from I Love a Mystery here on the Mysterious Old Radio Listening Society podcast. Once again, I'm Eric.
I'm Tim.
And I'm Joshua.
A walk from the
boxcar
to the
bustling town center.
Yes, to downtown Bury Your Dead, which I guess consists of a boarding house.
And some shacks. 8, I think they say 8 shacks.
Yeah, I don't want to give something away because we do get a little more detail in a later episode, but not much more. But this town begs the question that I have the entire 15 episodes that keeps popping into my head. How the hell is anybody making money here? What's going on?
Yeah.
How are you surviving? There isn't anything around you. Like, did you all inherit?
Well, there is some reason that Jumpin' Dick is desperate to marry off his daughter.
Right? Right.
Who's just so dad-blamed, city-fied.
Right.
And has all this book learning, and you get the idea that she's basically the Marilyn Munster.
Thank you.
Bury Your Dead, right?
You just stole my... I was going to make that...
First thing I thought of.
She is the Marilyn Munster of Bury Your Dead, yes.
I mean, I suppose there's not a lot of taxes you have to pay in Bury Your Dead.
Yeah, there's a...
It's the rattlesnake tax. That's it.
Right. There's nothing around there.
Hit by a wolf tax.
So we find out this really, really great man who is so great. The Maestro is so great. Doesn't even get a name. He's so great. He's just Maestro.
Yeah.
We see the crack, the chink in the armor of his BS that he doesn't have money.
Yeah.
Which we all suspected. He's just a blowhard.
Accommodations.
Yeah. Right. And we know that they have $25,000 on them, right? In cash in some kind of satchel.
Money belt.
Your money belt. So when he is paying, by the way, I love that moment of, it's 50 cents a meal and $1 for the week each.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? And she takes it as, well, if it's too much for you. No, we'd like to live here for the rest of our lives. I was at a bar back as a youth in a very, very small town near Redwood Falls, Minnesota, which I can't remember the name of, but weirdly, I know I'm off the rails here, but bear with me. Weirdly,
so is Carlton in this,
right.
These particular episodes. So
this really tiny town has basically a bar and 3 houses. It is where the Sears Roebuck catalog was invented. I know. It's this really tiny nothing, which is a dirt road to get into it. So that's a whole other thing. But we went there to that bar, and there were about 5 of us, and I think we were like, oh, it's so busy in here. So we'd all like a beer, we'd all like a shot, and we'd all like a mixed drink, right? Like, and there were 5 of us just so, because you're never going to get back here. It's so packed in here, right? She was okay, and I don't remember the exact amount. 5 people, 3 drinks apiece, shot, right? She goes, okay, so that's $12. And my buddy goes, what? She's like, yeah, well, first of all, it's 2 for 1 night or something. There was like so many specials that we had accidentally tapped into. And he looked at her and said, okay, keep that coming until we run out of money. Let's just keep that going.
Wow. Were you out with Doc Long?
Right. Kinda.
This first episode I thought was entertaining in many ways. I think it's just entertaining. One of Morse's strengths are his eccentric characters. He writes them really well, and they're entertaining to listen to. But also that he just does stop this adventure serial for a 12-minute sitcom episode.
Right.
Which is just them going back and forth about Jumpin' Dick's daughter. And there's no plot in here other than, finding out that the few women in Bury Your Dead wear flour sack underwear. Was that? I can't remember what it was.
Because but yes, it used to be that flour sacks would have patterns printed on them, and you would reuse those to sew into clothes.
Yeah,
right.
Flour sack bloomers, I think, is what he said.
Right.
That's an interesting factoid here in Minneapolis. It used to be the flour milling capital of the world.
Well, now I feel obligated to come up with some anecdote before this particular installment is through.
It feels like Morse wants to lay some groundwork for this town, where they're going to be now, what this place is like, and looked up and went, oh, no, that's 12 minutes of explaining relationships, who these people are, what his daughter is, what the town is. You know what I mean? Like he ran out of time.
I think he was just having fun. There is really no significant plot information in this episode other than that there is a boarding house. I think they mentioned that none of the doors lock, so I guess that's maybe important. But, there's about 60 seconds worth of important narrative information in here. It's mainly jokes for Jumpin' Dick.
I want to point out...
I have that one.
I want to put a pin in this.
Just remember, put a pin in Jumpin' Dick?
Yep. Don't ever do that, by the way. It's how you get the swelling down. So I want to put a pin in this point. Try to remind me as we're doing this. She mentions all the boarding house rooms are connected by a door. Not only are the doors unlocked, but there's an adjoining door to each room.
Yeah.
And do those doors lock? No.
And there's a hand drawing all these doors. It's like an MC Escher print.
Right. But she's like, it seems significant that you can go from room to room inside the rooms. Like when you have your kids in a hotel and you get the adjoining hotel room. Just keep that in mind because I want to come back to that.
So as I was listening to this episode of The Walk into Town, I'm still trying to work the angles on what the magic trick here is. What's the big con? I'm enjoying the hilarious "sell your daughter to me,"
right?
But I'm also thinking like, okay, so deliberately, Maestro is walking at a distance behind Maestro and Nasha, and they're talking about this other woman. So I'm starting to think, like, will we ever see Nasha and this daughter at the same time?
Right?
Is there some big planned, I'm going to pretend to be this other person in this town, and the whole thing was this meticulously crafted con?
I'm with you on that. Years ago, my first listen, that was, and it came back to me listening to it again, where I went, oh, right. That connection I made between Lori and Nasha. And is there...
I thought the same thing.
Yeah, and it is, I'm just trying to, any little thread of like,
right,
what can I pull at? That's the fun part of listening to an episode like this to me. Whatever my batting average actually ends up being.
But again, as I pointed out, there's a lot of stuff thrown at you that never materializes with Morris or means anything.
Yeah.
And then if you get to the point where you're like, I'm just going to ignore it all, that's a mistake too, because some of it does.
They're just so cruel to the Maestro.
Yeah. Well, he brought it on himself. Look how fat and ugly I am. I mean, all right, well, I guess then game on. If you can call yourself that, then we can go at it.
600 pounds of unrendered whale blubber, I think. What Doc says at one point.
Is this the one where Jumpin' Dick says something about how...
You have a good odds that Jumpin' Dick says something in one of these episodes.
But he says something about how... a reference to how fat he is, and Reggie just giggles. It's just like he says, "Years, blah, 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 insult," and you hear Reggie just go, ha, ha, ha. I don't know if it was in this one.
I can't remember which episode it was. I think it might have been this Arrive at the Hotel, where the laughter is such that I don't know that this is the script. I think
Correct.
These guys may just be having a good time.
That's what I was getting at. It sounds like that line was delivered and Tony Randall giggles at how funny of an insult that is.
Yeah, we mentioned this earlier, that there are these episodes that are unwritten, that are just told through exposition. Mm-hmm. And I believe it's in episode 6 here, when Jack just casually mentions that, yeah, I went and examined the body of Alky Joe.
Yes.
And did sort of an amateur forensics
correct
job on this guy.
Yeah, that's a frequent thing that's going to happen in these 15 episodes, where they're going to tell you something that happened to make you think, did I miss an episode?
One meta thing I loved is just how loud, and they comment on it, all the doors are and the floorboards in the boarding house. So every time someone opens the door, it's like a haunted house.
Right.
And the floorboards squeak, and yeah, it's fantastic.
But it also paints a really good picture of how dilapidated the boarding house is, but also the town is. The sense of desolation, sadness, loneliness.
It called to mind many times listening through this series a comparison to City of the Dead, of being in this extremely isolated, weird environment.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just something that Morse prefers, is to have a playground that has very strong walls around it.
Well, a thing that cries in the night, they never leave the mansion. I may be wrong in this, but I believe they got locked in the mansion at one point, or they purposely locked themselves in. But you're right. He likes to create there's no way any outside force can come in and help this situation. So you are left with a parameter of solution that is finite.
I think there's a budgetary issue here. He has a very small cast at his disposal.
Well, it's also something that's going to come up, and I'm not revealing anything, but there are 19 people left in this town. We're not going to meet any of them. But it is 100%, we can't pay that many actors
they've
or
got
even
6
another
actors, and that is it.
Right, of which some they reuse, by the way. But there is reference to them, but we don't get to explore that, which is unfortunate.
And so part 6 ends with the maestro calling them back into his room. The boys have attempted to have a conversation sort of recapping where they stand and what their suspicions are. That is nothing terribly new. They're called in to see the maestro, and he is turning Nasha into a wolf.
Again.
And this time...
into a creature again.
It's strange how he explains it. Like, oh, no. She wasn't killing the townsfolk, but she's going to turn into a wolf, go talk to the local wolves.
Call down the wolves.
Yes, and lead them back into the town to kill someone tonight.
Right.
And they see something leap out the window just as they saw something leap out of the boxcar.
Which begs the question, if you have the ability to turn this woman into a creature that can go talk to the other creatures, how are you poor? You have quite a skill set there.
All these wolves keep borrowing money from me.
He tries to intimate, I think in the second episode when we first meet him, that he is down on his luck. Like he's kind of like a gambler. He has highs and lows, and that this does not represent his usual status. And also he says in this episode, the only reason he is warning these fine gentlemen is because they did him the service of paying for his room.
Right. And the wolves pay him in crypto. And so he's not having a good year.
Like the dog. Crypto.
Oh.
Yes, that's the reaction that joke should get.
I see what you... Yeah.
Because they're wolves.
I haven't seen the movie yet.
He's a dog.
Yeah, I know Crypto's in the movie. The new Superman, by the way, depending on what year this is.
The trailers seem to know that Crypto's the main draw.
Yes.
It's just like you would think, based on the trailers, it's Crypto the movie.
I love it so much. I love that dog.
They should do just a... Now we're off.
Yeah, no, we'll bracket that off.
Yeah.
And I think a final judgment on these cliffhangers. I mean, there's not a lot of new ground to cover. I think we've covered pretty much everything of interest in this episode, other than we find out in episode 6 that Jumpin' Dick's daughter, Lori, will not get out of bed to come meet her future husband, Doc.
I think that marriage is destined for greatness.
I think so, too.
We also, by the way, do know that Dry Gulch Mary, which, how did you get that nickname? But we find out that she's an eavesdropper.
Yep.
Yes.
And
a shameless one.
Right.
Talk louder.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like a back-talking eavesdropper.
But again, with Morse, you got all of this information. Is it going to pan out or isn't it? Is it something we need to be aware of or not?
And that's in this particular serial, I think more so than in The Thing That Cries in the Night, he uses more comedy, and so I think it's harder to discern what's a joke and what's a clue.
Right.
And I think we'll have to get to the end to decide, is that successful or frustrating?
Cliffhanger-wise, her jumping out the window at the end of 6 and them seeing that image of her going out the window again and not quite being able to tell if it was her or what shape she... I think it's a great cliffhanger.
I think it's a little repetitive. This is usually in the serial structure. I'm even going to put all of this at Morse's doorstep, but you get a couple episodes in, and just by the nature of serials, it starts to get a little repetitive. These are the two that really feel like, I'm going to spin my wheels for a couple episodes.
Right.
Try some comic relief.
Yeah. Some exposition setup.
There is the promise this time around. I wish we didn't mention, but she's now wearing her dancer blacks that I think she does that, like once she's outside, she's almost invisible.
Which is interesting, the dancer blacks. I'm sorry to interrupt your thought, but I was thinking about how they're like, oh, that's so interesting. Like I teach in a high school. Every kid is wearing
tights,
black tights today. Like that is such a choice by today. And it was interesting how it was like, oh, she's out in public in her
specialized sort of clothing.
Right.
And again, I think it was supposed to be like, take some time to imagine that adolescent boys and semi-literate men out there.
But it is.
Attractive lady defenestrating herself.
That is 80, 90% of, like in the high school, that's what they're wearing. That's
jumping out windows.
And jumping out windows. All right. Tim, tell them stuff.
Please go visit GhoulishDelights.com. That's the home of this podcast. Of course, you can find this podcast anywhere you listen to your podcasts. We're everywhere, like all podcasts are. But if you go to GhoulishDelights.com, you will find that you can leave comments. You can vote in polls. Let us know what you think about Bury Your Dead, Arizona, whether as the title of the show or just as advice. You can also find our link to our swag store. You can buy some T-shirts, some coffee mugs, some tote bags. Get yourself some Mysterious Old Radio Listening Society swag. And you'll find a link to our Patreon page.
Yes, go to patreon.com/themorals and support this podcast. Mark supported this podcast, and as a result, we are doing I Love a Mystery. So if you hate this, you can become a patron and do some counter-programming in retaliation.
Listen to I Don't Care for a Mystery.
No, thank you, Mystery. We also have many other bonus podcasts available if you become a patron. And one of them, and we've only done one episode, and it strikes me that I think I know what we should do for episode 2 of Morals on Movies, is we should discuss the new Superman movie sometime behind a paywall.
Or some of the I Love a Mystery movies. No? Okay.
Yes.
The Mysterious Old Radio Listening Society Theater Company performs on stage, live, audio drama, recreations of classic old-time radio, and a lot of our own original works. Find out where we're performing, what we're performing, and how to get tickets. We're somewhere all the time, very frequently performing. Go to GhoulishDelights.com to get that. If you can't come and see us, well, you can hear the audio of that because being a Patreon, we supply you with the audio recordings of our live performances. All right, coming up next, Adventures number 7 and 8, right? We're at 7 and 8 of Bury Your Dead, Arizona from I Love a Mystery. Until then,
look out! Lululemon released those defenestration tights just last year. They're very popular.